The big story this morning is that Rodri set to miss the rest of the season after suffering an ACL tear. How big a loss is that, and does it make Arsenal favourites for the title? 03717 223344 is the number to ring if you want to have your say. Steve is a Manchester City fan. He's done just that. Morning, Steve.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks, mate. What you got to say?
Morning, Stuart. It's an honour to speak to you as well, sir.
Morning, my friend.
Yeah, good. Basically, we're not a one-man team. I'm gutted that Rodri's injured like that, and I can only wish him the speediest of recoveries. But we've got a man at the helm there, Guardiola, who will have a plan if anything like this happens. And I'm, absolutely 100% confident. The other thing is, we're all talking about Arsenal. You've got to be, keep an eye on Liverpool as well. Liverpool are creeping up there. They're not a bad side. Everyone's going, it's going to be City and Arsenal. Liverpool's going to be in the mix. I'm 100% confident that we will win the league again this year. We won the league twice without a striker. We'll win it again without a holding midfielder.
You've got options in there as well. Look, maybe they're not Rodri, but Mateo Kovacic is a fine player. John Stones may be able to step in there. Rico Lewis is another option. So it's not as if there aren't alternatives.
Exactly. We've got that. We've got so much depth in the squad, and if we need to get something else in, we've got that option as well. We have to have a lot of faith in our manager, and he's proven it before. He's played and won the leagues without a striker, so I'm 100% confident. But don't rule out Liverpool. Don't rule Liverpool out, or that Arsenal are up there. But I'd be more worried about Liverpool than Arsenal.
I think that's the big thing. You mentioned it there. Pep in charge of the team as well. He's such a master of keep inventing the team, keep inventing the players. Some of the performances I saw from John Stones a couple of years ago, I was absolutely wowed how he got a tune out of John playing in a slightly different position, definitely. But he is the man that can sort of, find a player from somewhere to do a performance for the team that will get them over the line. You must be impressed with him, what he's done at that club.
Absolutely. Apart from your days managing the club, Stuart, yeah, he's absolutely brilliant.
Look, Steve, brilliant. Thank you very much for the call, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. And of course, the points were shared as the big two clashed on Sunday. It made for a lively day on talkSPORT yesterday.
John Stones to poke the ball home and rescue a point for City that keeps them 2 points clear of the visitors. It finishes Manchester City 2, 10-man Arsenal 2.
It's better for me not to comment, really. It's that obvious when you look at other incidents and what is the outcome.
One rule for City at the Etihad, one rule for everybody else.
When you're on a yellow card, you're squeaky clean. You do not do what he did. Kick the ball away. It's a second yellow, 100%.
That is the worst display of cheating and time wasting I have ever seen, and believe me, we see a lot of it at City.
The amount of late goals and excitement that we've had at this stadium is incredible. We've won leagues over it. And today I think we've won a vital point.
This Arsenal side has got more balls about them than they've had previously. So they go toe-to-toe with City, and they don't go to City going, we're all deferential, we're going to get beat in the tunnel. We're half expected. They will go toe-to-toe with Man City.
And they did, and they came out with a point in the end. Might easily have been more. Let's get more reaction to this. It's Arsenal Fan TV founder Robbie Lyle who's joining us. Morning, Robbie.
Morning. I was just listening to those City fans moaning about the dark arts.
I'll tell you what, Robbie, every single team in the Premier League and the Football League would do precisely the same, wouldn't they?
Well, yeah, it wasn't the dark arts, it was the red arts. You know what I mean? That's what it was. And we're down to 10 men. And what I want to say to some of those Man City fans was, when, before we went down to 10 men, we were on top. I was at the game. We were on top. You could look around. You could see their fans look really nervous. Obviously, Rodri had gone off as well, right? So we were on top of that game. We were 2-1. And the talk at half-time amongst the fans at the game were, we've thrown away a win here. Not people talking about draws, a win, because we were so on top. So in the second half, we had to play like that. We know how good Manchester City are. They're the champions. They're great at keeping the ball. And it was always going to be a backs-to-the-wall defence. And I was very proud of the performance by Arsenal. And I'm glad that we've kind of got that bit of steel in us now. In years gone by, we haven't had that sort of, as people would term it, dark arts. We haven't done those sort of things. And we would have left there with a defeat.
Stuart, when you were playing, did you view Arsenal as a bit of a soft touch? They certainly they weren't when Vieira was around, were they?
Arsenal have never been a soft touch. You come up, I tell you what, you ask our centre forward when I was playing at Forest, Nigel Clough, with Bold and Adams and Keown coming in to leave a bit on him and whatever. But listen, there's two teams there with the margins are so thin between each other, with Liverpool chasing it as well. Chelsea look as though they're going to be stronger this year. Villa have offered a consistency. The margins are so thin, Jeff, that you're going to have to look to get the edge. I'd never, ever make an apology, and would never, as a player, as a coach, as a manager, for making the opposition's life as uncomfortable as you possibly can. So I don't think supporters should be making apologies for their team that are showing some sort of aspiration to want to win.
Yeah. Robbie, if Rodri is out for the season, as we suspect, do you feel you're title favourites now?
Well, I don't think you can say that, and I hope he gets well soon. You don't wish that on any player, and it's sad that he's going to be out for a season. But I agree with what that Man City fan said earlier. This Pep Guardiola, he'll have a plan, and he's got a great squad. So I don't know if that makes us favourites, but certainly he's a massive player. We all know how good he is. He's, I think, the best defensive midfielder in the world. And, I think he should have a great shout to even win the Ballon d'Or. He's a great player. So it's going to be a big miss for them. But, I already think we've got a great side, And we've just had to go away to City, away to Villa, and away to Spurs in our first 3 games. We got 7 points out of it. That's a very good return. And I think we started the season well. And we've got a lot of injuries as well. Remember, there was no Odegaard in that game. Marino, the new signing that we made, he got injured. He's not even played yet. So we've had to weather a lot of injuries as well. And to go there and to get that result, I thought was good. I am gutted that we didn't win the game in the end, because I just thought it was a great performance by Arsenal. And we're a serious team this year. We're a very serious team. And I thought that was a really good performance at Man City.
I think the best day Arsenal are going to have is the day that Pep decides to walk away from Manchester City. You need an open-top bus around Highbury then, because I'll tell you what...
unless Mikel Arteta goes to replace him, of
well,
course.
Listen, he don't want to hear that. You do not want to hear that at this moment in time.
Oh. No. Listen, he's a great manager, isn't he? And that's the thing. And that's why Rodri being out, he'll have a plan. He'll have a solution to that. But I do think we've got the next best thing in Mikel Arteta, and he's assembled a really, really good team, and you can see that they're really, really playing for him. We've got a great defence as well, so it's going to be a really good season. It's going to be really close, I think, again, and Liverpool will be in it. Liverpool were in it last year, remember. Liverpool kind of fell away at the end of the season because they actually had the easiest running out of all 3 teams. And then I think his Palace would beat them at home, and they kind of fell away. So they'll be thereabouts as well.
Yeah, completely agree,
sure.
Robbie. Certainly think it's not just a 2-horse race, that's for sure. Robbie, thanks very much indeed.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.